So I'm not gonna lie to you, this was a video I didn't know if I really wanted to make or not. Mainly just due to the fact that so many people have all probably already done an unboxing of this Switch, right? So my unboxing is gonna be a little bit different because, you know, I'm not getting paid to unbox this. My channel doesn't really get monetized or anything like that. Nintendo doesn't sponsor me. I'm just someone that got this Switch just because I was a fan of Zelda, and I tend to get almost every single Zelda Special Edition console that tends to come out. As you can see here, I do have the Special Edition Animal Crossing Nintendo Switch. It doesn't have the OLED screen, and every time I did pass by, you know, Best Buy or Target, and I saw the OLED model, I just like kind of drooled over the screen because it just looks so nice to play on. Not only was it, you know, bigger, but it had really nice colors to it too. So it just, every time I went back to my old Switch, it just felt a little washed out. However, the reason why I didn't know if I wanted to purchase this OLED Switch over here, despite being a huge Zelda fan, was because, to be perfectly honest, other than the screen, maybe the Ethernet adapter on the dock, there's not really a reason to upgrade. Just something about these Zelda Special Edition consoles, they always get me. I've just collected a lot of them over the years, and I kind of want to keep that tradition. And having the OLED model of the Nintendo Switch is going to be quite nice for me as I kind of move towards more handheld gaming. I'm not going to have the opportunity to game at home as much anymore, so it's a good upgrade for me. I'll try my best to show off the Switch as much as possible throughout the video, so that way you guys can get a nice unboxing experience. But just know I'm not going to have like an over-the-head camera or anything. I just don't have that sort of equipment. I'm going to show you the box really quick. It's quite nice. Shows the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom stuff and everything that comes along with it. It does show that it is the OLED model over here. 7-inch, 64 gigs of memory as opposed to the 32 on the original Nintendo Switch. A dock with a LAN port, which is quite nice, and that improved adjustable stand. So the nice thing about this console as well is that it does come with everything. Like including the Switch controllers, the HDMI cable, which you actually don't see in a lot of products nowadays, included dock, the grip, I forgot what they're called, but they go on the Switch in case you want to use them separately, and of course the power cable, which you need to play on the TV. So totally makes sense. And then the back actually shows some nice stills of the console, so it, you know, it shows like that beautiful dock, which is probably my favorite part of the console. And I really like the design in the back of the Switch just because of how simplistic it is. I think I would have been kind of disappointed if they went for like an all gold Switch. I feel like it would have been a little bit too much, a little too flashy for my taste personally. Let me see. First things first, you know, we have the you know, Joy-Cons in the box. That is a nice gold. It's kind of hard to show you guys on camera how it looks in person. The camera always makes things look different, but they do look quite nice. It's quite matte, and I love that they have like these little designs. I'm sure as the game comes out, we'll learn more about them and what they mean. Now let's go ahead and you know, take out the main thing, the console itself, the Nintendo Switch. It has this plastic wrapping into it, so let's go ahead and remove that. So there it is, the OLED Nintendo Switch. And honestly, it's just nice to see that. Oh my god, that bigger screen, and I could tell the blacks are going to be black on it just because if you look at that original console, like this is like true black even when it's turned off, where this one has like kind of like a gray tint over it, and the screen is noticeably larger, at least to me. So you can actually use all the same Joy-Cons, you can continue to use the same dock that's on your Nintendo Switch, and I think that's just really cool. Let's go ahead and attach the Joy-Cons. Oh, I almost did that upside down. That would have been horrible. That is a good looking console. I'm kind of glad I got this. I'm still not a huge fan of that green, but I can actually warm up to it a little bit just based on seeing it in person. But that is a good looking console. And in the back, that looks stunning. I love how this looks. And that stand is quite a bit better. I love that it actually takes that whole space, and then there's a spot for your SD card. Taking in and out game cartridges on this model is honestly a lot harder. The original Nintendo Switch has this like little area where I can kind of like stick my finger in, and then it becomes really easy to like take the game cartridge out of it. This one does not have a divot. It's kind of like a very thin thing. It's really hard, so I don't want to scratch the console or anything, so I'm gonna leave it as is and then see how I can put something in it later. And as I mentioned, the HDMI cable is included. don't feel like I need to unbox this unless you guys really care about that. It does also include the power adapter. Yay, power adapter. Let's go ahead and check out this controller part. Let's see if it actually has a design on it. It's actually just the same old Nintendo Switch grip thing. The Joy-Con adjustable grip thing comes with these like gold icons, which is actually quite nice. Let's go ahead and unbox this part. This part's exciting to me. They actually, wow, they actually properly wrapped it in bubble foil? Nah, it's just bubble wrap. Anyway, so the dock itself, let's go ahead and check that out. Wow. Oh man, that is a good looking dock. Something I noticed is that this is quite smooth compared to my Animal Crossing one. My Animal Crossing one feels quite rough actually. This is very smooth. The backplate part is quite interesting because as you know, it includes the LAN adapter. Well, like the LAN port, I should say, not adapter. You don't need that anymore. However, this backplate, if you're upgrading from an original Nintendo Switch, don't be alarmed, but it does just come off completely. And the original Switch, it just kind of does this like flip thing, and then you just put it back. This one actually does come off completely, maybe to make it easier on you. So let's go ahead and put this Switch in the dock and just see how it looks in person. It's a little bit looser than the original one. The original one feels a little tighter. Just a smidge. Like this one has a little bit more shake than this one does, and I think you can kind of see it here. The original dock is quite tighter and this one just has more space. This one doesn't. I'm gonna go through the setup process right now, and I'm not gonna actually show that setup process. Main reason being is because it's shown a lot better in other videos, so I'm gonna link those videos down below if you want to set up your Switch. I'm gonna cut to the console being completely set up and I'll just tell you how my experience was. So wow, let me tell you about that experience transferring the data. It took a lot longer than I anticipated, mainly because I have a lot of like downloaded games from the eShop. And as you can see, I'm using the Skyward Sword Joy-Cons just because I kind of like the way they look better, to be perfectly honest with you. I told you I was a fan of the green. These are my favorite Joy-Cons, and it just feels right to use them with this Switch. Just like a kind of mix of like old and new Zelda. I really love it. And I did put a screen protector, and the screen protector is phenomenal, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't have the box. I threw it away. I didn't think about that. But I'll link below the screen protector I have. You know, it's not an affiliate link or whatever, but like you can use it for whatever you want. But yeah, that's kind of about it with this console. It's the, you know, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch. The game hasn't come out yet, but this Zelda Switch is stunning. It's beautiful. Oh my goodness, I cannot stop looking at this screen. Yeah, that's about it for the video. This is my you know, Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch, completely set up, ready to go, and ready for me to enjoy. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll get back to you actually in a couple of days. So thank you for your patience. I know this was it was a bit of a wait for this video, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Yeah, talk to you later. Take care.